Welcome back to the Fearless Food Room. If you want to know how to make this Thai butternut squash soup, perfect for those days when you're feeling just a little bit under the weather, then keep on watching. The first step is to get a large saucepan and add in about a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of oil, and we want to heat that up on a medium heat and just let that butter melt down. Once the butter is melted, we want to add in our mirepoix, which is our small diced celery, carrots and onions, and we want to fry them off until the onion is translucent and the carrot and celery is softened. Once all your vegetables are translucent and softened, you want to add in your Thai red curry paste and your garlic. I'm adding about a teaspoon of each into the soup base. Then you want to cook that off for a good couple of minutes until everything is nice and coated and those spices have had the time to get nice and fragrant. Next, you want to add in your butternut squash and your red peppers and any remaining vegetables, and you want to just fry that off for a couple of minutes and get them all nice and coated in those spices. You then want to add in a tin of coconut milk, a cup worth of vegetable stock, and then you want to give that a nice stir and leave it to simmer for about 25 minutes until all of our vegetables are nice and soft. Once you're sure that your butternut squash is cooked, you just want to check it using a wooden spoon and a fork, and it should be nice and soft. Then you want to start adding in your flavourings. I'm using about a teaspoon's worth of soy sauce, a teaspoon's worth of fish sauce, and a couple of granules of palm sugar. And I'm just going to cook those off for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to turn the heat off. You then want to turn off the heat and remove and put on a nice flat heat resistant surface. You then want to put your stick blender into the bottom of the pan. You want to hold onto your handles whilst you are doing this, and then you just want to pulse it, and you want to leave that stick blender right at the bottom so that you don't get splashed, and you just want to pulse it until your soup is nice and smooth. You want your soup to look really nice and smooth, just like so. Once you're happy with the consistency, you want to make sure the power is off on your stick blender and carefully remove and place on the side away from your pot. You then want to go in and adjust the seasoning to your taste. I ended up adding in a little bit more soy sauce and a little bit more fish sauce. Once you are happy with the flavours and everything's been stirred in, you can start serving up your soup, and I hope that you managed to do it slightly less messily than me. You then want to top off your soup with some sliced chillies and a big squeeze of lime juice, and there you have it, your finished Thai butternut squash soup. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next week in the Fearless Food Room.